Good morning, vagabonds. Going on a little adventure today, going into one of the neighboring villages in the district of Coimbra that is called Penela. Going to be going out and partaking in a little cultural event. And well, anyway, I'll just go ahead and take you along on this adventure. And let's go ahead and go into it.
Right, one of the teachers, she was British, right? She was from Brighton, and she just said to her, "Where are you from in Scotland?" And I just looked at her, I said, "Manchester." She said, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry." I said, "That's
So I am here in Penela, Portugal, here picking grapes, if you haven't noticed. This specific distillery ends up doing two different types of wines each year in September. And the beginning of September, they do a harvest of the white grapes. Today we're doing the red ones. So I figured I'd take you along for the ride. I hope you've enjoyed it so far, but I got to get back to work, otherwise I'm not getting a meal. Grapes, and they're gonna have us do a little lunch, and I guess as a brunch we're gonna have like some chorizo and eggs and some other stuff, so it should be pretty fun. All right, so we spent a couple hours in here picking grapes on the upper area, and then came down here for a little bit, and then they gave us a little brunch. It was absolutely fantastic. So we've basically filled up every single bucket that they have full of grapes, and they are in the process of taking the grapes back over to the winery to get rid of them so we can have more buckets. So I figured to take a little bit of a break, kind of update you all on where we are. This is quite enjoyable. Just been picking grapes, talking to your neighbor here, conversing with them. And if we're not conversing and they're speaking Portuguese and I'm not understanding, and just getting to listen to them speak their own native tongue of Portuguese here and kind of get a little better understanding of words. So like I might not understand every single word that's being said, but 25%, 50%, I understand kind of where their conversation's going on. So it's kind of neat to see people here, and it's not just Portuguese here. There's some French, there's English. So there's quite a bit of culture that's here besides Portuguese. So it's kind of neat to mingle. And just in case I did not explain this well, what we're doing here is we're helping out a local vineyard and helping them pick their grapes. It's kind of a yearly tradition that they do to have more people involved in the community. It's about more community building and enjoying time with your friends. So this is kind of what I'm doing, is trying to make some Portuguese friends and get to know people in the neighboring communities in the Coimbra district. Sorry about that. Anyway, it's getting a little bit hot. As you probably saw earlier, it was a little bit overcast. Now the sun's coming out, breaking. It's a little bit cloudy. You can also, I don't know if you can see like in the distance there, but we have Penela Castle up there. So there's a lot of history here. And I'm not going to say that I know a whole lot about it right now, but I definitely am going to be researching more of it because I think that this is kind of interesting to know the more about these areas that I'm visiting. Because if I'm going to be in these areas, I need to know a little bit of the history. I think that that's important to understanding a little bit of the culture, learning a little bit about everything that's been around here. So probably going to try to find a little bit of shade here while they get us some more buckets because we need to empty them. But let me see. I'll show you these buckets. This is crazy.
How's it going down here?
Tudo bom.
You guys okay?
We don't have baskets. Everything's full. We need some buckets.
Okay, mesma coisa. Okay, we have the same problem here.
All right. Yeah. So as you can hear here, like everybody's trying to get more buckets. We're all filled up, so we're all kind of taking a break. So I'm gonna catch some shade here, and I'll show you a little bit more around. So now it's super sunny, and back over at the winery. We're done with the vineyard and about to go see them throw in the grapes to be processed. So yeah, let's go into that. I ended up here at the winery, and previously, this is kind of cool, just learned a little history myself. Part of the winery, this used to be a olive oil co-op, so like the area would have the farmers drop the olives and carry them in bushels, and they'd bring the olives here. Olives would get pressed, and olive oil would be made here. But through the process, they probably, instead of being paid or anything, they would be given bottles of olive oil in return. But yeah, this is like really, really neat. And it's no longer a co-op, but it is part of the winery, and it has a little bit of a tour. But I'll show you around here. It is pretty neat. I'm pretty stoked about this stuff. I was not expecting to learn a little bit about history in this regard, so I'm always excited about learning little things. But yeah, like, so here's where they would store the olive oil. They do the decanting. But yeah, like, this is way cool. that we just ate, but it was a pretty darn amazing meal. Had a soup, and then a salad, and then some pork, and potatoes, and rice, and what else? They gave us some cheese, gave us all kinds of wine. I mean, not me, but I got water and juice. But then they provided about like 5-6 different desserts, which include like melon, rice pudding, flan, all kinds of stuff. So it was pretty incredible, but we decided, since we ate so much food, that it was a good idea to walk up to the castle that you might have seen in the background. Didn't know anything about this castle, and figured that maybe we can show you a little bit of it. Thank you for watching this video. I appreciate you all, love you all. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave you here with me as the king of the castle here in Penela. I hope you enjoyed this. I had a fantastic time. I've been saying that all day, just how fantastic this experience has been. So I hope that you have enjoyed this adventure as much as I have. And if you have, and you haven't done so yet, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and until then, hasta mañana.
Which is like a Medina Oh.
And it was amazing. They made poncha pescador, which is like